Hello, today is Wednesday, March 12th. My name is Trish, and also here with me are
Isaac.
Audrey,
Keegan.
Lucy, and Liam.
we're your news team for the nightly news, and we're so glad you're here. Let's get started with today's news. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you. Here are the announcements. Welcome back to a short week. We have one after school that meets this week. Peaside Club will meet after school on Thursday in the Media Center. Also on Thursday there is a PTA meeting in the Media Center starting at 6:30 p.m. All NH families are invited. Have fun. Finally, on Friday, it's a spirit day. You can wear your pajamas or comfy clothes to school. Nice. That's all for the announcement. Now it's time for the lunch menu.
Here's the lunch menu this week. On Wednesday, look for beef tacos. Then for Thursday, we have chicken and empanada or bean and cheese pumpusa. And finally for Friday, enjoy a burger or fish sandwich. Which sounds good to you this week?
I like the chicken empanada the best.
I'm going absolutely with the chicken empanada. No questions asked, please.
I want the beef tacos.
I want the chicken empanada.
I want everything and the beef pupusa.
I have home lunch.
Now it's time for the weather.
What a wild storm that came through last week. We officially ended up with 9.5 inches of snow from the Tuesday and Wednesday snowstorm. That's the most we have seen all season long. But we've seen only about 26 inches of snow this season, well below the normal of 41 inches. Here's a look at the forecast this week.
Thank you, Keegan. It's time to check in on our top stories. Let's take a look.
Spring is a fascinating time to start noticing changes in nature. Did you know there's a study of this? It's called phenology. Phenology is basically how things in nature change every year. There's a rhythm to it, a pattern. You've probably made some phenological observations, but you haven't even realized it. For example, you've probably seen large flocks of geese migrate in the sky during the spring and fall. You've probably noticed that leaves change color in the fall. You've probably noticed that most of the time our lakes in Minnesota ice over in the winter. All of these occurrences in nature happen every year about the same time, and people have been tracking these for many years. It's fun to be in tune with nature. So, let's track some phenological changes this spring. Our first subject is the return of the red-winged blackbird. This is a robin-sized bird. The male is all black, with a patch of red and yellow on his wings. The females are a streaky brown color. These birds love marshes, wetlands, and hanging out on telephone wires. Let's listen to what the male's call sounds like. This species migrates or moves to the southern United States during the winter months and typically returns to Minnesota in the month of March. Look at this data from the DNR's phenology site in Maplewood, Minnesota. The average date the species returns is the middle of March. In warmer winters and spring, they tend to show up earlier. In colder winters and springs, they tend to show up later. When do you think the first red-winged blackbird will appear this year? See you next time for more signs of spring.
Finally, today, it's time for a Laugh and Think segment. Enjoy!
Hello, my name is Keegan, and also today I'm with
Mrs. Anvik,
So Mrs. Anvik, what's the joke for the week?
why didn't the skeleton go to the ball?
Why?
Because he had nobody to go with.
Thank you, Mrs. Anvik.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Audrey, and I'm here with Mrs. Anderson, secretary here. And we're here to talk about how she changes the Normdale Hill sign outside. So how do you do it?
So first thing we have to do is we have to think about what message we want on the board. So we look at upcoming dates, anything important like conferences that start next week. And then we have to pull the letters for that. So all letters are in the office in these drawers.
Crazy.
So we'll pull all the letters out and then we'll walk them out to the outdoor side. So a couple things we need before we head outside to change the sign, in addition to the letters, is the pole that is going to hold up the cover of the sign, as well as the key, because each side has a lock, so no one can mess around with our words and our verbiage. Then roll it. Open it up. Whoa! It's a little windy today, so we're not going to actually change the sign. But when we do change the sign, you just move the letters to and from. So there's a light. Yep, it's actually light all behind it. So this turns on, it's a light, and that's what shines through the letters.
Oh, that's
Yep,
cool.
so during the day it's not on, at night it is, so you can see what it says. So if you leave anything white like this, that's what it's going to look like. Out in the- So you got to block everything off.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all for this edition of the Nightly News. Thank you for watching, and we hope you have a great week. And be a knight and do things right. Bye!